Cyber risk is moving on several fronts at once, from active threats to broader defensive pressure. Welcome to the Kernel Panic Brief. Today we're covering several major cybersecurity developments that matter for defenders, security leaders, and incident response teams. Several vulnerabilities were reported as actively exploited or highly likely to draw immediate attacker interest. Our next story is Microsoft shares temporary fix for Windows 11 gaming issues. This is the latest development in an ongoing issue we have been tracking. Microsoft has shared a temporary fix for ongoing gaming issues caused by Windows 11 updates released during the August 2026 Patch Tuesday. Why this matters? The story signals a meaningful cybersecurity development that may affect defender priorities, exposure, or monitoring. For defenders, the immediate takeaway is to validate exposure, review detections, and confirm that response playbooks still match the current threat picture. Our next story is Criminal Deception in Silicon Valley. Interesting paper. Abstract. With entrepreneurial fraud cases on the rise, we investigate how entrepreneurs carry out criminal deception, employing deceptive means to defraud audiences. Analyzing court data from Silicon Valley Ventures and their founders prosecuted for fraud between 2000 and 2023, our findings reveal that entrepreneurs carry out criminal deception through a process of facading. Entrepreneurs construct, perform, and protect illusory appearances, facades, that externally project high-growth performance to audiences while masking ventures' actual underperformance. We identify three forms of facading: surface, reinforced, and deep facading, that are contingent on the severity of the gap that entrepreneurs face between audiences' performance expectations and ventures' performance reality. Our theoretical framework captures how entrepreneurs facing minor, wide, and extreme expectation reality gaps engage in ever more sophisticated efforts to detach the venture's externally projected appearance from its actual operational reality. Practically, we propose several approaches to deter and detect criminal deception, including the extension of U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission surveillance and whistleblower program, investor due diligence reform, and dedicated entrepreneurship education interventions that clearly demarcate when entrepreneurs transgress into criminal deception. We make contributions to literatures on cultural entrepreneurship, organization, why this matters. The story signals a meaningful cybersecurity development that may affect defender priorities, exposure, or monitoring. For defenders, the immediate takeaway is to validate exposure, review detections, and confirm that response playbooks still match the current threat picture. Our next story is WordlistLoader delivers Amatera via ClickFix, SynkLoader phishes Windows passwords. This is the latest development in an ongoing issue we have been tracking. Cybersecurity researchers have flagged two new malware families called WordlistLoader and SynkLoader that's used to deliver next-stage payloads and likely sell access to ransomware groups. According to findings from Gen Digital, WordlistLoader is being used to deliver Amatera Stealer, aka ACR Stealer, or Acrid Rain Stealer, via ClearFake campaigns, which employ the ClickFix, aka fake CAPTCHA. Why this matters? Ransomware activity can disrupt operations quickly and often requires urgent containment and recovery work. For defenders, the immediate takeaway is to validate exposure, review detections, and confirm that response playbooks still match the current threat picture. Our next story is CISA orders urgent patching of actively exploited Zimbra Flaw. The Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, has ordered U.S. government agencies to patch an actively exploited vulnerability in Zimbra Collaboration Suite, ZCS, within 3 days. Why this matters? Active exploitation raises the chance of immediate real-world impact and shortens response time. For defenders, the immediate takeaway is to validate exposure, review detections, and confirm that response playbooks still match the current threat picture. Our next story is critical Keycloak password reset flaw could let unauthenticated attackers take over any account. Red Hat and the Keycloak project have released patches to address a critical security flaw in the open-source identity and access management server that could allow an unauthenticated remote attacker to take over any user account by forcing a password reset. The vulnerability, assigned the CVE identifier CVE 2026-1896, is rated 9.1 on the CVSS scoring system by Red Hat, which acts as why this matters. The story includes a specific vulnerability and remediation signal, which makes it directly actionable for defenders. For defenders, the immediate takeaway is to validate exposure, review detections, and confirm that response playbooks still match the current threat picture. That is your Kernel Panic Brief. If you rely on this roundup, follow the channel for the next daily cybersecurity briefing.